This is the South Carolina Ignition Interlock Device Program. Enrollment in this program requires an IID and an IID license issuance from the DMV. Once the device has been installed, you must have a licensed driver take you to your local DMV and obtain an IID license. The time you serve in the program begins when your IID license is issued. Once you have received your IID license and your time in the program has started, you may only operate a vehicle that has an IID installed. If you have an IID license, it is a criminal offense for you to drive a vehicle that is not equipped with an IID. It is also a crime to tamper with the camera, the IID device in any manner, or to have another person start the vehicle for you. Please keep in mind, if a licensed driver other than yourself operates the vehicle that has an IID installed, they are required to use the IID. However, program participants are still responsible for all violations, even though they weren't caused by you. I know you will want to know how long you'll be required to have an IID installed in your car. DUI, first offense, minimum 6 months. DUI, second offense, a minimum of 2 years. DUI, third offense, a minimum of 3 years. DUI, fourth or subsequent offense, lifetime. If your license is suspended for any reason, your time in the program will be stopped until your license is reinstated. This means you may not drive at all while you are suspended, and you will not receive credit for participating in the program while you are suspended. While you are participating in the program, your progress will be monitored and recorded every time you are prompted to provide a breath sample. You should remain seated, upright, and in clear view of the camera. Careful not to lean out of frame. Initially, learning how to use the device may take some time getting used to. You may have to practice, but it is important that you feel comfortable operating the device and understand its features. If you experience any functional issues with the device, please contact the manufacturer. When the device receives a proper breath sample, you will be able to start your vehicle. Pay close attention to your device as it will request running retest as long as the engine's on. Fail a breath sample, the device has detected alcohol and you have not successfully passed the test. It is your responsibility to read the labels and avoid using any products that contain alcohol, such as mouthwash, prior to submitting a breath sample, which may result in a failed test. If you have failed a breath sample and you know you have not ingested alcoholic beverages, you may rinse your mouth out with water. Take a few deep breaths and retest after waiting at least 5 minutes. The fail level is set at 0.02% breath alcohol concentration, which may only be 1 drink for most people. A failed breath test will result in a lockout. While you're in lockout, you will not be able to test. You must wait. If your vehicle needs maintenance, which would require a battery to be disconnected, or if your car becomes inoperable to include accidents or repossessions, please notify the IID program and the manufacturer immediately. Keep all receipts, as you may be assessed points, and you can utilize your receipts in supporting documentation if you wish to appeal the points. Failure to comply with the program rules may result in an assessment of points. The South Carolina IID program is mandated to administer a points and penalty system. You may receive points for failing a running retest with a breath sample at or above the preset limit of 0.02. You may also be assessed points for skipping a requested breath sample, missed inspections, tampering, or circumventing the device. Never leave your vehicle running unattended. It is important that you always check your handset prior to exiting the vehicle to ensure the device has not asked for a test, even though you've arrived at your destination. Points assessed by the South Carolina Department of Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services are cumulative and will result in extensions on the program. In order to ensure your success with your IID, we have provided some tips that can help eliminate potential violations from occurring. Keep water in your vehicle at all times. This allows you to rinse your mouth thoroughly with water before providing a breath sample. Pay close attention to the labels on the products you consume, as they may contain some form of alcohol. Drinking the night before will affect your breath sample as well. If you fail an engine start, stop and think. Never leave the vehicle running unattended. Always check your handset prior to exiting the vehicle to ensure you take all requested tests, and whoever starts the vehicle with the IID drives the vehicle. How do I know if I've received points? If you are assessed points, you will receive a violation letter from the South Carolina Department of Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services. Therefore, it is imperative that you keep your address current with the South Carolina DMV. Anytime you receive points while on the program, you have the right to appeal all assessments. Points are cumulative. In other words, they add up. If you are assessed 1 point, there is no penalty associated with that point. However, should you receive an additional point at any time in the future, it will be added to the first point, resulting in a 2-month extension on your program time. It is important to note that any points assessed below 3.5 accumulated point total may be appealed to the South Carolina Department of Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services within 15 calendar days of the date of the violation letter at no cost to the driver. If your APT is 4.0 or more, the appeal must be submitted to the Office of Motor Vehicle Hearings with a substantial filing fee. Program completion is a 2-step process. At the end of the program, you will receive a notification in the mail from the IID program office. Next, take your vehicle to have its final download. Once the office has reviewed the data and no violations are present, which would extend your time in the program, then you will be sent a program completion letter to have the device removed. Once the device has been removed, you must go to the local DMV to obtain a license without the IID restriction. The cost of the device is the responsibility of the required driver. However, if you feel you may be eligible for financial assistance, you may visit our website at www.dppps.sc.gov/ignition-interlock to obtain a financial assessment application. You must submit the application along with any supporting documentation to the IID program office. For additional information, or should you have any questions or concerns, contact the South Carolina IID program office.